What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of NRetroSpect. If you grew up in the 90s, then you would know fighting games were all the rage, and most kids back then had two choices. They either had Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter. But I wasn't like most of those kids. My fighting game was a little bit different. This is Fighter's Destiny.
Ready, fight!
Fighter's Destiny was released in 1998 and developed by Imagineer's Genki team. It was one of the few fighting games released for the Nintendo 64, but was considered one of the best. Fighter's Destiny featured a unique point scoring system and realistic fighters. Well, to an extent. Unlike most fighting games at the time, where characters were sprites in front of a 2D background, Fighter's Destiny lets you play as full 3D characters in 3D environments. Each fighter has a variety of punches, kicks, throws, and special moves. Attacks are mapped to the A and B buttons on the controller, and while this may seem too simple for a fighting game, many combos are actually incredibly difficult to pull off. Like most fighters, the goal is to completely drain your opponent's health. However, this game also implemented a customizable point scoring system. These points determine the outcome of the fight and can be earned a few different ways. If your opponent falls off the platform, you earn 1 point for a renown. Taking down opponents with a throw earns you 2 points. A standard KO or counterattack earns you 3. If the timer runs out, a judge decides the winner and awards them 1 point. Finally, executing a special combo while your opponent is in a dizzy state called Piori, you're awarded 4 points. By default, the first fighter to earn 7 points wins the match. The game offers 5 different modes. The first being the standard arcade-style versus mode, which pits you against a series of fighters before facing off with the game's main antagonist, Boro. The next being Record Attack, where players can try 3 different challenges to unlock new characters. Finally, there's the Master Challenge, which is where you learn new moves for your character by defeating the Master. The game has a roster of 14 characters, 9 you start off with and 5 to unlock. These secret characters are acquired by completing each of the 5 game modes. Completing Versus gets you the quick and powerful Swiss fighter, Boro. Completing Fastest in under a minute earns you the training robot, Robert. Staying in the ring for longer than a minute in Rodeo unlocks Ushi, a fighting cow. And completing the Master Challenge unlocks, you guessed it, the Master. Yep, that's all the characters you can unlock. That's all 5 of them. Now let's move on. Huh? I only listed 4? What? No, I listed all 5. Come on, you were just not paying attention. Now seriously, let's move on. Okay. You're right. I forgot about him. But please, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it again. Don't make me fight those 100 fighters. Every time I lose, I start all over at the beginning. It can't be done. It's impossible. Please. There's no way that I can... What? Okay. I guess you're right. If I want to be the Nintendo 64 expert, I have to suck it up and fight all 100 of those fighters in a row without dying. Let's do it.
Point 1. It's time to fight! Hold on to your seats! Ready! Fight! Player 1! Flashback 4.1!
Cheerio, my friend. I
I did it. All in all, Fighter's Destiny is a fun fighting game with a surprising amount of depth. From the variety of fighters to the long list of moves, Fighter's Destiny is sure to keep you entertained for hours on end. In retrospect, Fighter's Destiny was a fighting game that was easy to learn, yet difficult, but rewarding to master. Thanks for watching In Retrospect. If you like this video, go ahead and subscribe for new videos every week. And let me know in the comments what game you want to see next. My name's Cody, and I'll see you next time.